Everybody, just a quick reminder, if they're trying to cut Medicaid, and they are trying to cut the National Weather Service, and they are trying to cut air traffic controllers and make it harder for them to do their work safely, and they're trying to cut food and water standards, and they're trying to eliminate the EPA, and they're trying to make it harder for you to get food stamps, and they're trying to make it harder for kids to go to school, then you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to kill everybody who's not rich.
Hey, this is Dean Walker from Living Resilience and the Poetry of Predicament podcast, and also for the weekly Safe Circle calls, which have been support group calls available to the collapse aware and collapse acceptant communities for 10 years now. And we're going to be offering up a slightly longer than usual Safe Circle call this coming Tuesday, June 10th. And we hope that there'll be a number of new people who've, still received our invitations over the years every week for the next week's Safe Circle call, which occur on Tuesday evenings from 5 to 6:30 Pacific time. This June 10th, uh, meeting of Safe Circle will be from 5 to 7 p.m. approximately. We're going to be streaming a documentary that was produced by a Danish film crew. It was during the first Trump presidency. And why we're showing this now is that I believe that their unbiased and really piercing way of showing us what they were looking at and during that first presidency, the particular characters they focused on and particular time frame of their how they watched particular events unfold and so on. Think it tells a very interesting part of the story that we in America might not likely did not see by watching the traditional sources of information and even documentaries that have been made here in the States. So why we're doing that? It's not really we're not really that political website or a podcast and so on. We we've just been really made aware of the violence that's implied, that's behind, very thinly behind the curtain, uh, in the expression of this Trump second presidency and the fascist atmosphere that seems to be now more present than ever before in the USA. And what we'd like to share with you is this Danish film crew's way of seeing what could be construed as the planting of the seeds of, or the first growing session of the roots of the now present fascist atmosphere here in Trump presidency 2.0. So again, whether you've been a long time Safe Circle participant or you've never been to a single one, you've only perhaps seen our weekly invitations, you are so warmly invited. There's no special way to, you need no preparation to come and watch this streaming documentary with us on June 10th. That's a Tuesday, and it's 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. You'll find the Zoom link here in this invitation. Would just be really good to see you. See you here, especially if you've never participated in any of the Safe Circle evenings for these 10 years that we've been doing it. It would be great to see you. It's a really an important time, I believe, to really come together and to be able to tell each other the really brazen truths that we're experiencing in our own lives, our own neighborhoods, our own families, friends, and so on, this is a time to come together with kindred spirits in the name of making some kind of a difference, or at least taking a stand for what matters most for each of us. And I'm not suggesting that there's any particular kind of activism that's right for anyone else to do. I certainly am considering what's right for me to do, and I'm looking very deeply to see what matters most to me in these times, to be able to determine what is the right action for me in these times. It's a bold thing that at this scale, I believe that America has not seen anything like this in human memory. So come, let's watch this documentary together. Let's have some conversation, perhaps make some new connections. And thank you for listening. Be, it's great to have you all here, whether you're the occasional viewer of the videos that we include in our weekly invitations to you for Safe Circle, or perhaps you're one of the people who've been coming almost weekly for years now. Thanks to us all, and look forward to hopefully seeing you on Tuesday, June 10th.
Everybody, just a quick reminder, if they're trying to cut Medicaid, and they are trying to cut the National Weather Service, and they are trying to cut air traffic controllers and make it harder for them to do their work safely, and they're trying to cut food and water standards, and they're trying to eliminate the EPA, and they're trying to make it harder for you to get food stamps, and they're trying to make it harder for kids to go to school, then you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to kill everybody who's not rich.